Nice. And just on an ending, a few questions on sort of what would you be looking into? I mean, you worked in the area for a while. What will you be focusing on to grow your expertise in the coming years, for instance?
I think improving our solutions. I mean, we have a competitive solution today, but we see some areas of improvement that we will do this improvement together with our customers, being hopefully deeply involved in their development projects.
Excellent. And you, Ali, any focus areas?
Yeah, it's very connected to what Jan is saying. It's making sure that we can tie together all these different aspects of cybersecurity. I think we have come very far to a level that I can quite confidently say few have come right now, but we want to take it all the way. You should have very clear picture of all the activities that go into cybersecurity. What is their status? What is the status of your data? How are they connected together? See it very, very easily in preferably one view.
Nice.
And also, of course, to learn more about the domain as well. Cybersecurity, new kinds of threats, as Jan was saying.
And if you're a young professional going into the field, what kind of advice would you have for these young professionals?
I mean, I think it's a very interesting field. It involves so many technologies, so many aspects, and so many processes. So I think it's really a field that you can learn a lot, and you can really spend an interesting career within.
Nice.
Absolutely, and I think we haven't even seen the start of it. I think it's going to be one of probably the biggest topics in the future to ensure security of data. So it's an interesting field for someone who has interest. And there are so many levels that you can work on, technology or process, data flow, and yeah.
Systems on a chip, is that the solution to everything?
I mean, as we have said, complexity is both a savior and a source of headache and pain.
Yeah,
but surely
because
artificial intelligence will solve it, right?
Yeah, maybe. But
once we have singularity, we will have solved it all.
Yeah, we'll solve it.
But yeah, I think like system, it's like you will have systems that have more autonomy. Pretty much in the future. You can already see it, like the cameras and radars in the cars, they have much more intelligence in a sense. So the intelligence will be first become more centralized from the multi-ECU to a few central ECUs, and then a lot of the intelligence will again go out to the sensors, actuators, and systems on the chip. And it would be interesting to see the security scenario there. I think you will need to have quite rigorous security on each one of these systems as well.
How many car companies are there in 15 years?
20.
Yeah, I would say between 10 and 100. But I guess that we will see a lot of new companies entering this market, and you will also see consolidation as well.
Yes.
I mean, this has always happened, but I think the rate will increase.
I think it will also go in the direction that mobile phones went. You had a lot of then maybe you will have some kind of dominating players on the intelligence in the car, and maybe you will have multiple companies that produce the physical and mechanical and part of the car, but you will have almost like operating systems for the car. Maybe a few, I would say, 2, 3. But I don't know. That's just a guess.
So you're thinking operating system is one player, and then a platform, the hardware, sort of. Would that be one platform player as well, or a few?
Yeah, I mean, electrical vehicle, I mean, it's the thresholds of entering this market has been lowered with all the new technologies. So, yeah.
Because, for instance, if you take the airplanes, there are three, the ABC, three big players, and they sort of supply aircraft to the world. And then you differentiate by actually having a brand. I mean, SAS and Ryanair, or Qantas, American Airlines, they're different brands, right? But they fly pretty much the same machines.
Yeah, that's definitely a development that we see coming, like, what do they say, transportation as a service or mobility as a service, and but that is something different than an automotive company, in my opinion.
Absolutely. But here, cybersecurity plays a role as well. I mean, if you're an automotive player, or you're in a software as a service company, you're still exposed to cybersecurity risks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll see if we get back on this topic sometime soon. I'm thinking yes. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you.